Hi assholes, it's me, Brent. You might be wondering, WTF this video is. I'm going to be talking about my identity, since a lot of people have some pretty bad misconceptions about it. Let's start with the basics. What is fictionkin? Fictionkin is an identity falling under the alter humanity and otherkin labels. To simply put, it's the belief that in a past life you were a fictional character, though it's not always a past life thing. I'll get into that later.
The most important thing you'll need to learn first is what fictionkin truly is. Fictionkin, contrary to popular belief, is not related to modern-day kinning. Modern-day kinning is actually based off a term stolen from the otherkin, community. Kin in our community means the characters as species, the animals we are connected to. Sympaths is the term for what you know as kinning. We are not kinnies looking for attention or who are trying to fake mental disorders like DID, past or delusional attachments. We are completely different from kinnies. We can be connected to the characters. We are in many ways. I, for example, believe my kin are a past life thing, along with a reincarnation. Sorta like being born in the wrong body, but also being your human self. I think it's time we move on to common vocabulary in the otherkin. Community. Polykin is when someone has multiple kin types. Kin, I'm polykin. I believe I lived 3 past lives and am currently reincarnated as all 3. Memories are, well, memories. We can have memories of our past lives. These can range from feelings such as sadness or the feeling of wind on your face to actual vivid memories of events in your past life. I myself have had only one vivid memory. It's completely fine and valid if you don't have many memories. You're still fictionkin. Shifts are when become more like your kin type. Obviously, not physically, but mentally. I've had shifts, I think. Mine usually come in the form of cravings or just a mood change. Coping blinkers are people who choose to identify as a fictional or non-human entity. I'm not a coping blinker, so I don't know much about it, but it's usually done for coping reasons, due to things like trauma or anxiety. Species dysphoria is commonly experienced by otherkin and people in the kin community. It's exactly what it sounds, having dysphoria relating to your species. Then there's phantom limbs. Phantom limbs is the feeling that you have limbs relating to your kins on you, like wings or horns. I experience phantom limbs from time to time. It sucks a lot. We'll now move on to some misconceptions about the kin community. We are not zoophiles. We recognize that we are human and find people who want to assault animals repulsive. Of course, like any community, there's bound to be problematic people in our community, but we make the effort to keep people like zoophiles out of our space. To simply put, just because we are non-human does not mean we want to have sex with animals. That's weird. We do not believe we are entirely these characters are fictional species. We do know that we are human, and we accept that. To add on to this, being fictionkin isn't a mental disorder or a delusion. We know our place in reality and know we can't actually bodily be these characters. Some people may say that being otherkin or fictionkin sounds fun. It isn't. Being like this comes with extreme feelings of being lost and homesickness. You do not want to be fictionkin. Fictionkin and otherkinity is not a choice. If it was a choice, I would have not been like this a long time ago, or at the very least have different kin types. We too can be uncomfortable with doubles as fictionkin. I'm personally uncomfortable with cheeky and bold doubles as it makes me feel off. It just really makes me feel uncomfy. You should try to respect these boundaries as much as you can. Though, for most, being syntax with a character is completely fine. You should still check in with the person to see if they're comfortable with that. Though, I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say. If I have anything to add on, I'll most likely put it in the comments or the description. I hope this clears up anything, as I know there are people in a certain server that thought I was faking being a dog. Anyways, bye.
Killer fish from San Diego.